picking out words, for example, sticking words, playing with words, using words, and so forgetting words, recording words. There is a huge difference then between the spoken word and the written word. And the power and the impact that the spoken word has is very different to what a written word has. And sometimes the same word written down has a very, very different meaning to if I said it. If I say the word cynical, I could modify my intonation so I sound really, really lovely, or not, or really horrible.
Okay.
But if I write it, it's just a word, and you could interpret it in many different ways.
Yeah.
That's why the spoken word, especially when you text or when you message, you can this written word is very, very open to interpretation.
Yeah.
People interpret because people will insert their own emotions into that written word. If it's spoken, you have more control over it because you give that emotional power to the word. If you write it, the emotional power of the word is given to the person who reads it,
Yeah.
not the person who writes it. You do that too. We all do that. It doesn't mean that it's right or wrong, but we all do that. We can't help it. We can't control it. It stems from our cultural background. It stems from our experience. It also stems from our nature, because we tend to stick together to people who are similar to us because of our pack social behavior, because we are social animals.
Yeah.
You think it, and you think all these things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't always voice them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Goes back to what you've said here, is challenging the limit. It's challenging the limit of what's legal and what's illegal.
Yeah.
It's a and it can be never ending. It could be very entertaining as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, doing this, you won't be able to avoid the judgment of other people. Some things you're probably not gonna like yourself for that. Some of these things you will be very proud of, and other people will also be proud of you. So but where is that limit? But this is what I want you to think about. Who sets the limit? Taking a risk as well, because when you're pushing a limit of whatever it is, you never know what reaction you're going to get. Yeah. And not for other people, but for yourself. And also I always think about things like everybody has a different limit. It's tricky. Okay. Goes back to what you've said here, is challenging the limit.
Very nice to talk to you at last.